Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. I'm Sarah Grace and I'm pursuing my final year BCom Gender in Chennai National Arts and Science College. I'm honored and privileged to be the part of the day. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. On behalf of the management, Honorable and beloved Principal Dr. A. Geeta Ma'am of Chennai National Arts and Science College, and on behalf of all faculty members, I heartily welcome you all for today's program. Our Chennai National Arts and Science College, under an PG Department of Commerce in association with IQAC, is organizing workshop on accounting using Tally Prime. Before commencing the program, I would like to call Mr. N. Ganeshan, Head of the Department of Biochemistry from Chennai National Arts and Science College. He is the IQAC coordinator. He came here to deliver the welcome address. I ensure the program will be valuable and the next few hours will be enjoyable and fruitful for everyone. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I am very blessed and gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 5 days online tally program, Accounting with Tally Prime, organized by IQAC and PG Department of Commerce. I take this opportunity to especially welcome our honorable speaker, Mr. Kaudam sir, researcher in taxation, accounting, and finance. I express my warmest and respectable welcome to our chairperson, Dr. Purnamadi ma'am, and our trustee, Dr. D. Rashia ma'am. I extend my heartful welcome to our Lord Principal, Dr. A. Geeta ma'am, who is the captain of our college. She is a great team leader and good human being. I also welcome extend my heartfelt greetings to our secretary, Mr. K. Prabhu, and our program coordinator, Dr. S. Jayalashmi ma'am, HOD MCOM. I also welcome HODs and teaching staffs of various departments and non-teaching staff of our college. Finally, my genial welcome to all participants, invitees from various colleges. A special address about Mr. Kavudam. He is currently pursuing his doctorate of philosophy in the Department of Commerce, College of Science and Communities, SRM Institute, Tamil Nadu in India. He also worked as Assistant Professor of Commerce, the Madras Christian College during 2018 to 19. He has qualified UGC NTA NET. Mr. Kauram has published more than 30 papers in UGC channel in India. Further, he had also served as a resource person for webinars and organized various conferences, short-term training program for students. His works are well recognized with various awards, Best Educational and Research Development Services and Young Research Award. He also hold a national level record for writing maximum research paper on accounts written and published by individual in India books of research. His works are also recognized with a test with best paper and poster award by premier institution in India. In addition to welcoming you all to this program, I assure that after the successful completion of this program, you can gain knowledge about the 5 days online tally program. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. S. Jayalakshmi ma'am, Head of the Department of MCOM. The coordinator came here to deliver the introduction about Tally Prime.
Good evening to all. I thank our principal ma'am for giving us PG Department of Commerce an opportunity to organize this program. Tally Prime is a complete business software for small and medium business. Tally Prime helps your business to manage accounting, sales, purchase, receivables, payables, trackings, inventory management, order processing, inventory tracking, payroll management, bank transaction, statutory compliance. It helps your business to optimize cash flows. I am sure that this program will enable all the participants to gain knowledge and practical exposure on this topic. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. The real time starts now. Now, I'd like to invite our eminent resource person, Dr. R. Gautam, sir, researcher in taxation, accounting, and finance from SRM University. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Before I would like to start my session, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. T. Bonamadi, Chairperson, Dr. T. Lesia, Trustee, Dr. A. Geeta Ma'am, Principal, and Dr. S. Jayalakshmi Ma'am, HOD of PG Department of Commerce, and Mr. N. Ganeshan Sir, Head of the Department of Biochemistry, and all other organizers and the management of Chennai Arts and Science College for having given me this wonderful opportunity to be a resource person for this 5 days workshop on accounting using Tally Prime. Not only for that, I also thank the entire management and organizers of Chennai Arts and Science College for having creating this beautiful opportunity for students, not only in the state of Tamil Nadu, but across India, to create such a learning platform for them. And I hope, as mentioned earlier, at the completion of 5-day program, there would be some sort of fruitful learning for all the students who have joined this workshop. So today's session is going to be, I'm bifurcating this today's session into 2 parts. First, we will look into a short PowerPoint presentation with regard to Tally Prime, and then we will gradually move on to how to where to go and download this Tally Prime software and how to install it, what are all the components which are there. So this is what that we are going to cover in the another 1 hour session. So without wasting the time, let me share my screen and hope my screen is visible. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Okay, so let's talk about what is Tally Prime. Actually, Tally, we all know it's a computer-based solutions which is offering you a software package, especially concentrating on accounting and finance. So basically, if you see the Tally Prime, it is just a new version or an updated version or an updated product of the Tally solutions. So let's first understand what these Tally solutions do. Right? So if you see Tally solutions, they are basically a technology and innovation company. Right? Technology and innovation means, though they have now come up with Tally Prime, that it doesn't mean like they will keep quiet. Now they must be working on something else to give some more features which could benefit the businesses, right? And basically, why these people are quite so popular? You can ask me, sir. There are so many accounting softwares. Why Tally is alone so popular? Everyone wants to learn Tally. What is the reason? The answer is so simple: because Tally designs its software which is suitable for small and medium businesses, right? Very small. If you take Tally, you can customize your Tally as per the concerned small businesses. So it's not a rigid software. It's not like a rigid, so it's a flexible software, and that's why it is most demanded by small and medium scale businesses. I don't think it's Tally is a localized or just a nationalized company. Tally Solutions, they offer their softwares more than 100 countries across the world, right? They cater to the different accounting requirements of many nations across the globe, not only in India, right? So they satisfy many customers, many countries as well, right? So they have a strong research and development team which constantly focus on this accounting innovation, integrating the technology and accounting. Right today, we all know. Moreover, since pandemic, since this COVID-19 has come, we are all moving towards technology. Say, for example, assume now there is no COVID-19 situation. This workshop would have been done offline, right? We would have met face to face, all such things. But now that is not the scenario, right? It requires technology to move further. So Tally constantly works on this research and innovation so that they can better integrate technology. They want to make the accounting function so easy. No longer you need not carry a big ledger book, journal, past journal entries, all such things. All those things has now been made easy because of the Tally. Okay, what are all the characteristics of this Tally Prime software? So now I would like to tell you there is no longer Tally ERP9. Tally ERP9 is outdated. So if anybody is charging you, telling you give me 4,000 rupees, I will teach you Tally ERP9 means please avoid it, because Tally ERP9 is outdated. Now Tally Prime has come into the picture. Okay, wonderful. Now the next aspect is what and all things are there in this Tally Prime, what this Tally Prime can do. All right, so the Tally, they themselves have classified them into 7 broad categories. What this Tally Prime can do. First category is invoice and accounting, then inventory and management, then insightful business reports, then obviously you can do taxation, GST always, credit and cash flow management, banking, accessing data online, and securing the data. So all these features are available in Tally Prime. But for our purpose, for educational purpose, certain things are a purely licensed one where you have to pay some money and utilize those features. But in our educational session, we will concentrate on the accounting basics which we can do with the Tally Prime. So let's see one by one what and all things that are there inside each of these features. Okay. So with regard to invoice and accounting, right? With regard to invoice and accounting, you can create a GST invoice using Tally. Right? You can create your GST invoice within a fraction of seconds in your Tally Prime. Because GST, if you take GST law, it requires businesses to prepare invoice in certain manner when they want to file the returns. So that thing you can easily do it in the Tally Prime. Then flexible purchase and sales management. Sir, what is this flexible and purchase and sales management, sir? See, to produce some products, what do we need? We need to purchase raw materials, and apart from that, we'll purchase several other requirements for our business. So what we have to do here in flexible purchase, right? In flexible purchase, there is always a time gap between the purchase and the sales, right? Purchase will be happening in different period and sales will be happening in a different period. So both you can do it in the Tally Prime. Then you have multiple billing format. For a single company, you can have different billing format that we can do. Then multiple currency support. Say for example, sir, I am running business across not only in India. I have my business in Sri Lanka. I have my business in Malaysia. I have my business in Singapore. Right? So will the Tally give me the support, or it will give only rupees symbol only, sir? It's not like that. Even multiple currency supports are also available in the software. Then multiple price level and address. What is this multiple price level? So for every product we only have one price, no sir. How come there will be multiple prices, sir? If I go and buy a Redmi mobile phone, it is 8,000. If I also buy 8,000, if my friend is buying also 8,000, then how can be multiple price levels? See, what they mean by here, this multiple price means, say for example, I am the manufacturer, right? I am manufacturing a product. I will give the product to the wholesaler in a different price, to the retailer in a different price, and to the consumer in a different price. Right? So I won't give the same price. If I charge my customer 50, right? For example, I will give it to wholesalers maybe at 45 and the retailer at 30. Not all the people I will give 50-50. So within the business itself, we have different people, like we have wholesaler, retailer, then we have something called as distribution agent, right? All such people are there. So for these people, I will be giving some other different price, not the same price which I charge for my customer. So those things can also be made with the help of this tab. Then auto managed bills receivables and bills payables. So Tally itself automatically manages your bills receivables and bills payables, and you can preset your invoice details and even record the post dated transactions in the Tally. Now, with regard to inventory, can anybody throw some lights on what is the difference between a stock and the inventory? Anybody? What is mean by a stock and what is mean by an inventory? I need not gain the right answer, but try to attempt. Difference between stock and inventory? Yes, anybody? Can anybody figure out what could be the difference between a stock and the inventory? Okay, stock is the supply of finished goods, sir. Okay, well and good. What about inventory? What is inventory then? Good. Stock contains only finished goods. Excellent, excellent. Good answer. Uma has given the right answer, right? When we mean stock, we mean like only the finished goods. But when we talk about inventory, it is not only inclusive of the finished goods, but it's also inclusive of raw materials and work in progress. Right? What's raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. All these constitutes only inventory. And that's why recently the ratios are also being changed. No longer they use the term stock turnover ratio. Now you could see many books, you will find the term inventory turnover ratio. And no longer you would find something called as a debtors turnover ratio or creditors turnover ratio. Now the terms has been changed. Now they call it as trade receivables ratio, trade payables ratio, right? Because now everything has become so inclusive. So in inventory management, we can maintain different stock, because when we go into a factory, we will find what so many number of goods which is lying there in the godown, right? And all those things you can do, and you can have a manufacturing journal and the bill of materials. You can have a reorder level and I hope you must have studied in cost accounting, right? If not, you will be studying in future, right? We have minimum level, maximum level, danger level, safety stock, right? Then reorder level. There are the different levels of stock. So all those things we can maintain in Tally Prime. Then we have different kinds of inventory reports. Job costing you can do. Item cost tracking also we can do in Tally Prime. Then Tally not only gives you the role of a financial accountant and cost accountant, but also the management accountant role, right? It also gives you a number of reports. So those reports are classified broadly under 4 categories, which is accounting reports, financial reports, inventory reports, and management control reports. So we will see all those things in the upcoming days. Then there is something called as, this is quite somewhat related to the management accounting, as well as we can also take them under financial management as well. All right, credit and cash flow management, right? This you will find both in management accounting as well as in the financial management also. all right, management accounting as well as financial management. So it will automatically generate you the bills for receivables and payables. Then it will also have something called as a aging analysis. Aging analysis means what? How long my payment is due. It will show this payment is due for 180 days. This payment is due for 360 days. So it shows it, that is called as a aging. Very simple term I'm telling. Aging means how long your stock is staying in the godown, how long your payment is pending, right? So that will also the Tally Prime does. Then you can do multiple bills. You simultaneously you can settle 2 or 3 bills. It will do interest calculation. You can also get to know about cash flows and funds flow status of your company. You can also project what could be the future cash flow, and you can also send professional reminder letters to your customers. Say for example, they have to pay the money on say for example 7th of October. Then what you can do, you can send the reminder letter today to your dear customer. Your payment falls due on within this 10 days. So you can send a professional reminder letter also through this Tally Prime software. Then most important part, which is nothing but the taxation aspect, right? We all know what is the taxation system we have now. We have something called as a GST, goods and services tax. So you can do GST compliance and filing using Tally Prime. E-invoice, EA bill, e-way bill. These are all some of the unique aspects of what to say, the GST law. Those things also you can do. You can do even GST complaints for composition dealers, manage TDS and TCS. TDS is tax debtor at source and TCS is tax collector at source. And say for example, now you will have, sir, when I started my business there was no GST. Now GST has come in. If I want to enter my sales transactions of those period where GST was not there, how will I do, sir? Then Tally also offers you the solution. You can also, it also supports for your previous tax regimes like VAT, right, excise, customs, those things even Tally Prime support. So no worries for you regarding that as well. Then with regard to the banking aspect, this is another beautiful gift for many of the commerce students, because bank reconciliation automatically done. Because when I interact with students, some of the students, they feel preparing a bank reconciliation statement is a very tedious task. It's a very headache task for me. People have told me like, so all those headache has been removed because Tally, they themselves, it itself auto reconcile the bank statements. So you can also generate cash deposit slips and even the payment advice. Payment advice means pay within this day, 9 months, 8 months, pay within on this day. All those things you can do. Allowing creation of multiple checkbooks, right? Allowing creation of multiple checkbooks, you can do that. Then predefined check printing formats, that could also be done. But all these things are, some of these features are available only in a licensed version. Okay. Then you can usually track your checks also, whether your your check has been deposited, whether the money has been realized. All such things also you can do in the banking scenario. Then you can also create security level for authorizing users, right? Say for example, sir, I don't want everybody to access every information. I want only me and my secretary or my accounts manager to access only those information. That sort of restrictions also you can do in the Tally Prime software. Then access data online. This is the last function feature of the Tally Prime. You can maintain the confidentiality of the information. You need not worry that your information needs to be sold, will be stolen or all such things, because there is something feature called as Tally Vault, which will ensure the confidentiality of your information and allows you to maintain different security levels. And you also have something called as a Tally audit, which will track the integrity of the transaction, which will test the honesty of the transactions. So all these are the features of Tally Prime. So don't think thanks sir has put thank you, session is over. Just the PowerPoint presentation is over. I have given you a picture with regard to a basic introduction to Tally. Now we are going to move on towards how we could uh, install, where we can download the Tally Prime software, how we can proceed further about it. So let me share my screen. And is my Google screen visible? Can you see the Google window?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. To get the Tally Prime software, where should I go, sir? So go to Google and type Tally. Okay, I could see some message coming up. Okay, let me check what is that message. Yes, sir. Good. Fine. So go to Tally Solutions. Right? Go to Tally Solutions. And now you could find the Tally Solutions website coming up. Tally Solutions business software for SMBs in India. So click on that. So as soon as you come into this thing, right, as soon as you come in here, you will find so many informations about Tally Prime which is given here, right? And see what and all you can do in Tally Prime, right? All those informations would be given in the very first page. All right, so you can do more on the Tally Prime. So now for our requirement, what we need to do, we want to download the software. So what we can do, you can click on this option called as downloads. So click on this and kindly ensure that here it is checked as India in the top. Can you all see? In the top it is mentioned as India. So kindly make sure that you are clicking on India, right? Because sometimes maybe it will come like United States, North America, something like that. If you find such things, make sure it is India. If it is by default India, well and good, no problem for us. Now here you will find some option called this one, download. But before clicking the download, I would strongly recommend you to click on this. What is this? See, this is a very important aspect. Alright? This is a very important point. What does it say? Supports Windows 7 or later 64-bit OS with 65-bit processor, which means if you are having Windows XP, right? If you are having Windows XP, you cannot install Tally Prime. Tally Prime won't work out in Windows XP. Now say for example, sir, I have Windows 7, sir, can I use Tally Prime, sir? Still no. See, in Windows 7 itself, you can check out whether it is a 64-bit or a 32-bit. If it is a 32-bit, still Tally Prime you cannot work out, right? So it has to be 64-bit OS. So if it is Windows 7 and 64-bit, well and good. And if it is going to be Windows 8, I think Windows 8 automatically from Windows 8 and all, everything comes only in 64-bit, not 32-bit. So if it is 64-bit, that will be done. Then apart from that, you also have to look on for other commands. So you have some option called as here. So just click on this. Now you will find what and all the requirements for this software, right? What and all the requirements of this software. See, they are clearly given. For processor, you need to have 1.8 GHz 64-bit, RAM 4 GB or more, hard disk 150 MB free space, monitor resolution 64-bit of Windows 7, Windows Server 2008 R2 or above. and 64-bit editions of Microsoft Office software. So all those things you have to check up. All right. So before installing the Tally Prime, kindly check whether your system uh, will support is configured with all these features. Okay. Now what we can do? Now we can go here. Now you could find here Tally within bracket REL 2.0. Right? What is that REL 2.0? Means that is a release notes. Right? REL means a release. So what does it mean by this release? Means every time what happens? Every year what central government does. Whether it's a state government or central government, what they present every year. Every year state and central government, what do they present? Yes. What do they present every year, central government? No, central government does. Excellent. Aishwarya has given the right answer. Budget. Every year, what central government does? Excellent. I could see very good answers coming up. Right? Every year, they present the budget or annual budget. Yeah, what they'll do every time? They will touch upon the finance aspect, right? Either they modify, especially they'll touch the tax policy, right? All systems. So obviously what happens based on the announcement, the software needs to be updated, right? Last year they will say we want this form. This year they will say no, we need not, we don't want this form. We want to introduce new form. Then third year what they will say, no, same form only but in a different form. So every year what will happen, based on the prevailing situation, the central government keeps on amending the tax policies especially, right? So which means tax you cannot separate it from the accounting aspects. So to incorporate those updates only, Tally keeps on updating themselves with the new things. If these are all minor amendments, that's why it will commit as a release. But if the Tally finds that there is a major change which is coming up in the accounting industry, then like how now they replaced Tally ERP9 with Tally Prime, they will go for new word term and new software. Now let's check out this. What is this release note? So if you click on this Tally Prime release 2.0, right? 2.0, it will tell you what and all the things, right? What and all the things that have been incorporated. See how many releases have come. Previously it has come up to, first it was started with 1.0, then 1.1 has come, then 1.1.1 has come, 1.1.2 has come, 1.1.3 has come, 1.1.4 has come. Now everything is over. Now it has come up to what? 2.0. So what and all the things that are there here, right? So then here you could find the connect e-way bills, something updated e-way bills with regard to GST. E-way bills has been amended. Reports, for reports they have made certain arrangement. Online GST validation, that is done. Tally reports and vouchers, that has been. So here you will find what and all the things that has been updated. See, product improvements, which SSN summary. Maybe previously this would have not been available. Now they say we are now you can file your GSTR return once with HSN summary. So all the details you can get it in, right? You will get a very detailed information about what and all updates that has been there in this Tally Prime software. Okay, that beautiful. Now what you can do, you can click on this download option, right? You can click on this download option, and I hope you could see the setup file getting downloaded. Okay, Now you could find the setup file has been downloaded successfully. Done. First job is done. So you have to go to the tallysolutions.com and download that. Right. So click download. This will get downloaded. So now you can just click on that and you would find it will ask you to allow and click yes. Okay, so once you are done with this, you will have three options here. The first window, I hope you can all see Tally Prime Setup Manager. Can you see that window?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Now you will find the three option coming here. Now you can cross check. See, application name Tally Prime. What is the latest release which is given in the website? 2.0. So here what is our release? 2.0. Super wonderful. Then application part. Say this is nothing but where you would like to install your Tally Prime software. Sir, I don't want to install it in my C drive, sir. I want to install it in some other drive, sir. What can I do? For which only these three options are available. So if you want to change any of these things, you can just click on this configure. Right? You can either click this with this mouse or you have it indicates something what C. So you can either press C. See, I'm just keeping my mouse upstairs, and if I press C, this will come up. The configuration settings will come up. Either you can click like this or you can press C so that it will take up to your setup manager. Now what will happen? You have something called a show mode. Double click on it so that we can see everything. Then click show advanced option. So now I think all the things are now available. So if you like to change the location, you can double click on it. Click on this three dotted lines. Select wherever you want to go and choose it. But as far as now, I don't want to change the path, so I want to keep it as it is, and you can press escape. If you want to create a shortcut in your desktop, then you can click this as yes. Otherwise, you can keep it as no, sir. I don't want any shortcut on my desktop, sir. Means you can double click on it, it will change no. Otherwise, you can keep it as yes. Right? And if you keep it as no, shortcut name would not appear. If you keep it as yes, shortcut name will appear. Then create start menu entry, double click on no. If you don't want, if you want it, keep it as yes. So this is with regard to config. Don't touch anything on these things. Okay. Now, then you have something called as more actions. Again, more actions. You can either click on this or click on O. Alright. If you want to install a new thing, say for example, sir, I have 1.1.4. I want to upgrade means then you can use this option. So let's keep it as it is. And now what you can do, you can click on this option, install. So once you click on this install, right, Tally software will get installed. Right, so let us wait for the software to get installed. Okay, now you could find a window coming up. Right, now you could find a window coming up. Installation successful. Application soft shortcut can be found on your desktop. So let's see whether my Tally. See here, it has come up. So shortcut is found. Excellent. Right. So now what I can do? Click on Start Tally Prime. So you can click on Start Tally Prime. Tally Prime software will open. Right. Tally Prime software will open. So let's wait for it to get loaded. Okay. So once you start then the first window, right? The moment you open the software, the first window that will come to your picture is application setup, right? Is application setup. So now what you can do, say for example, what is the country? It's India, And assuming that we are going to work out only the Indian account, so you can keep it like accounting India. So say for example, sir, I am international, I want to go in international terminology. You can what? You can double click on it, right? Okay, so click configure, right? Click configure, and here you could find double click on it. It will change as international. See, I am double click on it. Now it is becoming India SARC. Now you want to change this, double click on it, it will become international. But for our purpose, I don't want it to be international. I don't know, I want only to be the India. And where you would like to save your company data, all the data, when you pass entry, all those things, no, those data will be saved in some folder. Where you want that folder, you want it in C drive or D drive, whatever it may be. Again, you can double click on it and change it wherever it is required. Clear? Yes. Okay. Done. Beautiful. So now I'm just going to go back and click accept. Right? Again, you can either click using the mouse or press using A. Okay, fine. Now what you can do, you can check upon the 4 options D, U or A. Alright. So first one is the one which we are going to work out. But say for example, you have a license which you have got from Tally network itself. Then you can use this option to install a licensed version. Say for example, sir, I already have a license. I just want to upgrade my software and reuse the existing license. Then you can always reactivate the existing license. And say for example, you have a new license and only I have purchased the Tally Prime license for my company. Then you can use this option to activate the new license. But for our purpose, we are just going to go for the educational mode. Okay. So just click on this educational mode and you could find a Tally gateway window coming up. Because I have already created many companies, it is coming here. Alright. Otherwise, a new window would be coming up. So just give me 1 minute. I will delete all those data and restart our Tally Prime software so that we can get that window. Right? Just give me a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to restart my software again. Okay. I'm going to just restart my entire software again. So I'm just going to start again. Okay. So let's open this software. Okay, now click in continue in educational mode. And now see, this is the window which will come up when you are starting fresh, right? Because now I have already deleted all the company which I had. Okay. So this is the window which is for the company creation, which we will see tomorrow. We will conclude today's session with what are all the options which are available at the top horizontal bar. Right? We have some options. What are those things? First one, here what you find? Tally Prime Edu. So this will tell you what kind of license that you are using. Now what version we are using? We are using licensed version or educational mode?
Educational.
Very good,
Educational.
beautiful, very good, wonderful. Right? So that's why it shows what? EDU. EDU means what? Educational version. So Tally tells you are not using licensed version, you are using only the educational version. So this is shown on the top. Then this you could find company. If you find these things, it is highlighted well in white color. But here you could not find any white color. Why, sir? Why everything is in white in color? This alone is not in white in color. It means we have not yet created any company so far. Alright. Once we create the company, this will also come in white color. So this creation of company only, I told you we will deal with creation of company tomorrow. So let's keep that. Then the next option which you have is something called as a data. What is the data? Data is nothing but what? It shows, right? It shows what? Either you can click on this and you could find Y followed by a small underline. How many underlines are there? One underline is there or two underline is there? Below Y. One underline is there? Two underlines. One.
Sir.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Beautiful. Right? When there is only one underline, it means alt. It means alt. So Y below underline means you can either click data like this, or you have to press alt plus Y. So now it's see what and all option that is available, that is shown over there. So this is one way of doing this. If there is only one line, it is called as alt. If you find two things, if you find two lines, then that is called as a control. Right? Tally use something called as a signal. Right? In layer we'll say he is giving some signal. We will tell no, like this Tally is giving a signal. User, if there is one line, it means alt. If you find two underlines, it is mean control. So now I have pressed alt plus Y, my data is coming. Say for example, sir, I am using Tally ERP9. Now Tally Prime is updated. I cannot enter all my company data again. Means you can you can import those data. You can get those data through this option. Or here, what is the main purpose of this means? Sometimes what will happen? You will create company, you will have data. Suddenly your OS is getting crashed. What will happen? You will lose your data, right? Your precious data you will lose. So to avoid that, what you can do, you can click on this backup. So if you click on and configure this backup, Tally Prime will back up your data so that later you can restore it. You can choose the path where you want to back up your data. Right? So normally we don't choose the C here, because when your OS gets crashed, normally we will go to only the C disk. So you can choose something like D or E disk and you can go about further. Okay, so this is backup. So once, say for example, after your OS crashes, you are rebooting and you want to reload all your things, you can click on the same option and click restore. Click restore, select the path where you have stored your backup data and restore all the data in this. So that is the main purpose of this data screen, right? Backup and restore. Then you have something called this data path where you would like to store, right? This again, you can, if you want to choose D, you can D or E disk or F disk. Wherever you want to store the data, you can change it here. So if you double click on it, right, it will take you which folder you want to do. So this is with regard to the data option. Now you have something called as exchange, right? Where I have only one software, multiple people are working and using the same license. You want to exchange the data between two units in your company, then you can use this exchange option, right? For this, what again? Alt plus Z. One line means alt. Two lines means control. Kindly remember. Okay, then comes the third option, something called as import. This one also is hidden because only when we create the company and pass entries, this will also get highlighted. Right now, say for example, sir, I have my Excel. I have my data in my Excel. I want to import into the Tally. How can I do that? It is that you can do with the help of this import software, import option. just click on configuration and click show more. So I'm going to click show more. So location of import and export files, where you have stored your export and import files, sorry, Excel files, right? Whichever file that you want to import, that path will be given here. Ignore errors during import means what? You say, for example, you want to import the file, even if it is there is error, means you can keep this as yes. Otherwise, you can keep this as no. Why no? Because if you keep it as no, if your file has any error, Tally won't import it. It will alert you, telling there is some problem with the file that you are having. So kindly do that. So for that sake, you can keep it as no. So and we never overwrite the vouchers, right? We will never overwrite the vouchers. So that should also be not be allowed. So that should also be kept as no. What should be the batch size? We can keep it by default. We can import 100 batches of import at a time. Then this one, enable detailed log, make this as, and where you want to store your banking statements, all such things, you can select the file where the folder where you like to store all your banking statements, imported banking statements. All these things you can do, change this settings here. Or else, sir, I don't want to change, let it be as it is wherever it is. Then you can keep the default settings as it is. Okay. Then the same only the export option, same thing only, right? The only few things are extra. What is the thing? This is nothing but the file location. Open file after export. So once you export the file, once you export your report as a PDF, you want to open it and see it automatically, then you can keep it as yes. Set number of copies for existing vouchers, make it as value exist. And this is for banking. And if you like to show the payment instructions in your banking statements, make this as yes. Otherwise, sir, I don't want to show any payment instructions, sir, then you can keep this. Allow reset, make it as no. Currency symbol, right? You want to also export the currency symbol also. I want the rupee symbol should also come, means you can make this as yes. Then this is for the printer setting, right? Every company will have different kinds of printer and different kinds of papers, right? And for that, this is the settings. Say, for example, you want to print a country with address, right? Then you can make this as yes. Okay, you can make this as, I could see one message. What is that one? Priya? What is that one which you are meant? Okay, fine. All right. So you can keep this as yes. Top margins, let it be as it is. But if you know the specific requirements of your paper size, all these things, you can always change it. You want to show the date and time in the report, you can make this as all these as yes. Right? And you want to show your company name, address, phone number, website, everything in your export details, you can make this as yes. Okay. Then next comes email, same, more or less same like the previous thing. All these are same. Only thing is show CC, BCC, right? You want to copy, you want to mark a broadcasting copy. All those things you can set your configurations for your email. Say, for example, you want to directly email from Tally software, you can always do that, right? So this is with regard to email configuration. Then you can also configure your printer. So now I have a printer, so my printer name is displaying. Click show more. And what type of paper that you are using. You want to set preview as default, yes, make this as default. And advanced configuration, if you know, or if you are very specific about how you are printing size, space and everything, you can change these settings. Otherwise you can leave it as is, right? So this is with regard to printer setup, right? Finally, you have something called as a help option, where just like how we have for Google Meet, we have add-ons, right? Likewise, Tally also have certain add-ons. You can click on this Tally shop; it will take you to the Tally shop, and you can, if you want any additional add-ons, you can purchase from this website. Just like how we have add-ons for your Google Meet, likewise there are add-ons available, and if you want to have these add-ons, you can buy it from the Tally shop website. All right. And if say for example now you are having 2.2, right, maybe after some time 3 months it would come like 2.5, 2.10, then in that case you can click on that and what's new. So if you click what's new, it will go take you to what is the latest release. If you like to upgrade, you can click on the upgrade, and these things not necessary because for our educational purpose. So you can wherever you want you can use. So this is the uh, beginning or introduction to Tally Prime. And the first thing, okay, if you press escape, this quit will come. Right, just press escape. This quit will come, and the name of this window will be appearing here. For example, this window is called as a select company window. Okay, so the name of the window will be coming on the top. So with this, I would like to conclude today's session. If you have any questions, you can ask me, and the session is over to the organizers. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable information. Now it's time for question and answer session. Participant can raise their queries.
See, I could remember for Tally ERP9 mobile was working, but with regard to Tally Prime, I think they have clearly given you an instruction, right? In the note itself, they have clearly given it will support only Windows 7 or above version. So I don't think uh, you can do it in the mobile app. Yeah. Sir, I'm stuck in data part. How to quit? Just press escape. Press escape button. Just press escape button. That would be enough. You can come out of the data path configuration. Keep pressing escape. Kirandeep Bedi. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mukesh, for your remarks. So tomorrow we will see how to create a company. Okay, good.
Dear participant, can fill the feedback form.
No, you keep press escaping. No worries. It will show blank only. You keep pressing, it will come back, and when you go back and see, the same path only will be there. Don't, no worries. I think you can install the Tally Prime itself, or check out if there is any upgrade option which is available in Tally ERP 9, so you can upgrade it to Tally Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you all, thank you so much. Madam, shall we conclude, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank
thank
you.
you, madam. Yeah.
Thank you. A nice presentation, sir. Sarah, are you there? Conclude the session, ma. Sarah?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Attendance already taken, ma'am.
Yes, please.